You've got on here, there's a duplicate inside.
Right.
This key does this bit forward.
Okay.
So that's the actual Peugeot key or the Fiat key.
Yes.
Not the auto sleeper keys, they're the auto sleeper keys.
Right, so the big black one for the front.
You'll find there's another black one and there's a red one. The red ones are worth a lot of money. That's the master key in case you lose this.
Okay.
You always to keep the red one separate from everything else and not on a key ring.
Is that ignition key as well?
That's ignition key. Yeah.
And doors.
So door key,
Doors.
diesel
ignition.
filler.
Alright.
All for diesel.
Yeah, spins round, same as any insert key. Turn anti-clockwise and undo. You can hang it on there if you wish. Okay, so that's diesel filler. So just spinning round, locked. Okay, fly around the front. Bonnet release catches under the steering wheel. So to release the bonnet, you pull the big lever under the steering wheel. There, and that pops the bonnet.
Does it lift that way or that way?
Just that way. So just rub the Peugeot badge,
Yeah.
there's a lever you lift up.
Perfect. One little arm.
Okay. So all you really need to know is screen wash,
Okay.
radiator header tank, brake fluid, power steering brake fluid, dipstick.
No need
Cheers.
for that.
Dipstick. Okay, the rest is just
All I need is a screen wash.
screen wash and check your oil every now and then.
Where's the oil?
That yellow,
That one?
yeah.
Okay.
Top up from there.
So,
That's your dip.
dipstick,
Dipstick,
top up. Yeah.
Perfect.
On the motorhome has two batteries. The vehicle battery which powers the engine while you're running.
Yes.
And then there's a leisure battery which powers the back. Okay?
Is that
Inside.
running while the engine's running?
When the engine runs, the first thing what it does is charge that up,
Okay.
which you have to do roughly about 40 miles journey, and then it'll click over and go onto the leisure battery. So if anybody tells you, oh, my leisure battery's gone flat, just run your engine. It doesn't work. It doesn't charge you. You need to put 40 miles on it
Yeah.
for it then to go over onto a leisure. So it's a myth.
And the leisure battery?
Leisure battery charges automatically when you're driving and when you're plugged into electric.
So when you're plugged into electric, the leisure battery, does that work? The fridge
everything.
and
Everything.
lights and everything?
When you're plugged into electric with the orange lead, it won't charge that battery. If that battery goes flat, you will need like a separate battery charger.
Okay.
Okay. So just walk round. Water filler. Not to be confused with the diesel filler. Water diesel.
Very similar.
Yes.
Is this the water tank?
Yes.
That runs
Yes. Okay.
toilet and sink?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what might be a good idea for your first while is
Label them.
or take that key and have that key separate
Yeah.
and just hang them keys up in the back.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
the amount of people what do put diesel in fresh water tanks is beyond a joke.
Right.
So exactly same. In, use the right key.
Get the right key, Paul.
Yeah, should know that one. Anti-clockwise off.
And
Okay.
that's the water.
Okay, the best way to do this is when you go, obviously while you're travelling to Scotland, you don't want to be travelling with a full tank of water because it's going to weigh a ton and
'Cause of-
fuel. Have a little bit in just in case you need to stop.
Is there a gauge?
Yeah, but it's not very reliable.
Okay.
Unquote reliable. It's a bit like a fuel gauge. One minute you've got a full tank, then it's 3/4, and you think, well, where's that bit gone?
Right.
Yeah. The only way you know this is full to the brim, hose pipe in. When it's full, it'll come out of there.
Right.
Okay. It'll also come onto the floor because on top of the tank there's some breather holes. So as you're filling the fresh water up, the air can come out.
Okay.
That's the only way you know it's full. There is a little button to calibrate it on the thing, but as you can imagine, them things when they're 1 year old water gauges don't work brilliant.
Right.
So because they get lime scale and they get
Is there water in there now?
yeah, there's some in there now. Yeah.
Do you have to use a filter to keep it clean or anything like that?
I wouldn't drink the water out of the motorhome. The end of the day is it's in a black plastic tank.
Yes.
If that's out there today, it's going to warm up and
Cool
it
down.
gives you a taste, a horrible taste.
Could you use it in a kettle?
Yeah, you can boil it. It's
You
fine.
can boil it, yeah.
You can
But-
drink it if you want, but you will get a taste from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So bottled water normally.
And what's
yeah.
this?
Okay, so that's the water heater.
Okay.
Okay, that works on gas and electric.
Not on this thing.
This does. It works on electric. I don't know why they said to you it doesn't work on electric because it's on now. So
What about the heating? Is
the
that working?
heating doesn't work on electric.
So it's just heating?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
this works fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then,
Because I wasn't sure which one didn't work, so I went to the workshop, and with no staff in today because they're all on a gas training course.
Right.
So I thought, well, I might as well just plug it in, put the fire on, walked away, and the lady hoovering it said, the hoover's gone off. I said, must be fire. So I switched the fire off, and then I tried the water heater, and it's been on, and it's on now.
So that water heater works, it's just the fire.
Yeah.
But the fire works
I won't
on
tell
gas.
Andrew. I won't tell.
No, don't tell.
Okay, so water heater works off electric. So the whole idea, if you're paying for this, you want to use everything on electric.
Yes,
You can't use your fire.
that's fine. He said he was going to give me a small heater
You
anyway.
can put a fan heater in and just have a blown air heating, but to be honest, by the time you've made a brew,
It's warm.
it's warm in there anyway. They're well insulated and they're not a drafty vehicle, these.
No.
So all you need to know about a water heater is in winter, when you need to drain it because of Mr. Frost,
Okay.
there's a screw there to take out. Okay, so when you put it in storage and you're not using it and it can go cold, you undo that screw, leave it out.
Drain it.
Empty.
Yeah, don't put that screw back in until you need to use it. Just stick it on your dash and then it'll remind you. But what happens is people put the screw in and there's still a little bit of water, so that little bit of water expands and cracks it.
Right.
And then, yeah, you will struggle to get parts for these.
Yes.
So it's just try and keep it,
Just steal them then.
yeah, eBay.
Yeah.
I think it's had a new exhaust pipe on, if I remember him telling me when I was underneath it.
Oh, brilliant.
Mains hookup.
Yeah.
So this is obviously when you go on a campsite. So ideally you'll get that. That goes through there. That goes on the little shelf at the top and then just pushes on and locates and locked in. Perfect. For you to remove that, there's that blue lever there. And then that pulls out.
And so when you're on that, that's running the fridge and everything else,
Everything.
and it's not touching the leisure battery.
It's charging the leisure
Charging
battery.
it, right? Okay.
If you can imagine, you plug that in, you can have everything on in the motorhome and it will not flatten your battery.
Right.
Because it's charging it up.
Okay. So when do you rely only on the leisure battery? Is
When
that
you're
if-
wild camping.
When you're wild camping.
When
okay.
you've stopped on the side
And
of the
there's no
road.
electric and- yes,
Yeah.
okay.
So you know your 3-pin sockets.
Yes.
They only work with this in.
Okay.
They don't work other than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Toilet.
Yes, please.
This is the messy side of the toilet.
I bought Dan gloves.
That's fine. So the toilet doesn't use the drinking water. The toilet has its own water system.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do is, before you went away on holiday, with a watering can, that's the best way to do it, fill it up with water.
Okay.
You can add chemicals to this toilet. You can add a pink to this, which makes it smell nice.
I bought that already.
Yeah, and the green or blue goes into that
green
one.
at the bottom.
Green or blue,
And pink
whichever.
at the top.
Pink goes there. As you fill it up, there's a spyglass there. Okay, so you can see somebody's put green in there because you can get different colours and different things.
And that'd be the toilet fluid, is
Flush.
it?
That's the
Toilet
flush. Yeah.
So you put water in it and
Yes.
the green liquid.
Yeah. It'll take probably about.
But
It'll take probably 10 litres of water, so it'll be 2 good watering cans that'll fill.
Right, okay.
Okay, but obviously when you're filling that needs to be empty because obviously that needs to go into there.
And this is where all your waste goes.
This is all your nasty stuff. So you just pull it out. And that's your toilet cassette. So you go along to the hole in the ground or the toilet.
remember doing this?
You undo the yellow cap,
Yeah.
press the yellow button, and it all goes out. If you've used the pink and you've used the green and you use the proper toilet roll, it won't smell
So you
or
can
nothing.
put toilet roll in there?
You've got to use a special toilet roll.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because the green chemical liquidises that toilet roll. That's why you use the green
And where do we purchase that?
from an accessory shop.
one
It's
here?
dearer than,
Regular, yeah.
but it breaks it down. It doesn't block this up.
Right.
And there's chemicals, but there's storage. So what you can do is, you know what you've already got, you can top these little containers up,
Oh, perfect.
okay, and keep them. You used to get them when you bought a new one, but they're perfect, but you can't buy them now.
Fabulous.
So nothing you need to know. Them arrows need to line up when you push it back in.
Yes.
So that's just a vent to release it.
And you just...
That goes to connects to the toilet inside, and that's a pressure release valve. as
So
you.
do you take that out when the toilet's in use then?
No,
you don't touch
No,
it.
no, you don't touch that. That lines up with your mechanism inside
gotcha.
to open and
Okay.
close the trap. I'll show you when we're in there.
Fabulous.
If for some reason you want to drain this again for winter, or you want to change it from green to pink, all you do is take that out and it'll squirt water on the floor. Pull that down, pull that out, and that'll squirt water on the floor.
Perfect. Fabulous, thank you.
But it's very rare you need to do that.